A team of ex-Instagram engineers, former heads of design at Tesla, and multiple Google Chrome alums walk into a bar. They promise to build a browser worthy of replacing Chrome, they get everybody hyped up, and then they break up with their user base via a letter so that they can spend more time with their AI hot girlfriend. This might sound like a bad joke, but this is actually what just happened with the Arc browser. After years of positioning themselves as the quirky, design-forward alternative to Chrome and building a browser that finally cared about aesthetics, personalization, and your navigation experience, the browser company has officially pivoted. But while this might sound like a sellout, it's actually a really useful lesson in building software products for the modern world. Let me explain. In their letter, the browser company was actually blatantly honest. They overbuilt Arc, they ignored the data and the actual user metrics, and they finally realized that their unique selling proposition was actually wrong. Arc launched with the noble goal of modernizing the browser, so they completely reimagined how people use the web. Tabs became spaces, bookmarks became easels, and every UI action felt clever and efficient. And people loved it. Arc had a cult following, glowing Twitter reviews, and a bunch of tech influencers hyping it up. But according to the data, nobody used any of the fancy features. The browser company made the most common mistake when building a product. They thought they knew better than the customer what the customer actually wants. Well, it turns out that 95% of people simply want a reliable browser where they can open a tab and get on with their life. So for the majority of new users, Arc had too many new concepts, too much onboarding friction, and not enough instant payoff. People who stuck with it became die-hard fans, but most users bounced before the magic could kick in. Just like all other things on the web, ranging from tech giant-based frameworks rendering login forms to scalable, distributed microservice-based architectures that nobody uses, Arc was beautifully over-engineered. And reaching this conclusion probably kind of sucks when you recently raised $50 million at a valuation of $500 million. But here's where things get interesting. Instead of doubling down on a product which clearly doesn't have a market fit, the browser company is biting the bullet and hitting the reset button hard. After looking at the numbers, the writing on the wall became clear. Despite the hype, Arc is a losing bet. Now, to be honest, when it comes to their new direction, I for one am still skeptical. Their new browser, called Dia, is of course an AI-based tool which the browser company calls the foundation for an AI-native desktop. Their argument is that traditional browsers were built for a world where the user drives. You open a tab, type a URL, click around, get distracted by a random Instagram notification, waste 4 hours in a rabbit hole about the pyramids being built on pillars, and eventually forget what you are doing in the first place. Dia flips this model on its head and takes the AI agent route already made popular by some of the existing AI players. Instead of clicking around web pages, you ask the browser to read tabs, interact with pages, or pull out the data. So what do you think? Does this new direction really make sense, or is it just a marketing stunt aimed to access more of that sweet VC money? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you for watching.